We continue Unit 16, Solving Equations with Rational Exponents. To solve, we need to isolate the term containing the rational exponent. That means get it by itself. Raise both sides to the reciprocal power. Solve for x, and then check for extraneous solutions. Example 1. X to the 4/3 power equals 16. The first step, isolate the term containing the rational exponent, is already done. This is already by itself on one side of the equal sign. The next step is to raise both sides to the reciprocal power. That means I'm going to raise both sides to the 3/4 power. When I do this, the 4's will reduce, the 3's will reduce. On the left side, just leave an x to the first power. On the right hand side, we have the 4th root of 16 to the 3rd power. From Unit 15, break the 4th root of 16 and bring the power of 3 to the outside. The 4th root of 16 is 2. And 2 to the 3rd power is 8. I still need to check. Is 8 to the 4/3 power equal to 16? Changing the exponential exponent to a radical gives me the 3rd root of 8 raised to the 4th power. Again, the 3rd root of 8 is 2 raised to the 4th, and 2 to the 4th power is 16. So yes, this checks. Example 2. The first thing to do is isolate the term containing the rational exponent. That means get this piece by itself. At this moment, there is a 6 added to the expression. We need to subtract 6 from both sides. That leaves 3x to the 1/2 power on the left and negative 6 on the right. Now raise both sides by the reciprocal of 1/2. So I'm going to raise both sides by 2/1. On the left side, 1/2 times 2 cancels. That leaves just 3x. On the right side, negative 6 squared is 36. I no longer need these parentheses here. I have 3x equals 36. Divide both sides by 3. X is equal to 12. Need to check for extraneous solutions. Plug 12 into both sides of this equation. 3 times 12 raised to the 1/2 power plus 6. Is that equal to 0? So 36 raised to the 1/2 power plus 6. The square root of 36 is 6. And 6 plus 6 is equal to 12, not 0. So 12 is not my answer. My answer is no solution. Example 3. X minus 1 raised to the 3/2 power is equal to 8. We first need to isolate the term containing the rational exponent. It is already isolated. So now we raise both sides to the reciprocal power. On the left-hand side, the reciprocals will reduce to 1, leaving x minus 1. On the right-hand side, this gives me the cube root of 8 squared. I'm going to leave the 2 on the outside of the parentheses because I know what the cube root of 8 is. The cube root of 8 is 2. And 2 squared is 4. So x minus 1 is equal to 4. Adding 1 to both sides gives me x equals 5. Now I need to check for extraneous solutions. So plugging 5 back into the original equation, I have 5 minus 1 to the 3/2 power. Is that equal to 8? So working on the left side, 5 minus 1 is 4, raised to the 3/2 power. This is the square root of 4 cubed. If I rewrite my rational exponent to be a radical, the square root of 4 is 2 cubed, and that is equal to 8. So yes, this checks. Example 4. Isolate the term containing the rational exponent. This right here is my rational exponent. I need to get rid of the 1 and the negative 3. We first begin by getting rid of what's added or subtracted to it. So I need to subtract 1 from both sides. And that with negative 3 times 2x plus 4 raised to the 2/3 power is equal to negative 12. I still do not have this expression isolated because there's a negative 3 multiplied to it. So we need to divide both sides by negative 3. This leaves 2x plus 4 raised to the 2/3 power is equal to 4. Now the expression is isolated, and we can go to step 2, raise both sides to the reciprocal power. The reciprocal power will be 3/2. On the left side, that just leaves 2x plus 4. On the right side, this is the square root of 4 cubed. But we don't necessarily write the 2. 2x plus 4 is equal to 2 cubed. Two x plus 4 is equal to 8. Now I need to solve for this expression. Subtract 4 from both sides. 2x is equal to 4. Divide by 2. X is equal to 2. Need to check and see if this is true. Plug 2 in for the original expression. Want to see if all of this is equal to negative 12. Okay, PEMDAS says take care of inside the parentheses first. So I have 4 plus 4, that's 8 to the 2/3 power, is equal to negative 12. This is times the cube root of 8 squared. I want to see if that's equal to negative 12. I'm going to leave this power on the outside because it's easier for me to work with. Negative 3 times the cube root of 8 is 2 squared. negative 3 times 4 is equal to negative 12. So yes, that checks. So x equals negative 2 is my answer. This concludes flap 3 of our foldable.